Well, the extradition hearing of absconding tycoon Vijay Mallya has just begun in London. Mallya arrived at the Westminster Court in London, where the hearing is currently taking place. Before entering the court, Mallya said he has evidence and was being framed. Here's what he said.
How do you feel about your day in court?
All the allegations are false.
How do you feel about your day in court?
I have nothing to say.
Yes?
I have nothing to say. The court proceedings are on. I have denied all allegations that have been made, and I will continue to deny them.
Yes. What do you expect is going to happen today?
I have no expectations. You are here. You can listen to what the court says.
How does it feel after 15 months of effectively trying to elude the courts to finally find yourself here?
I have not eluded any court.
Sir, do you think any political consequence you get?
What is likely to be your defence against this extradition, Mr. Mallya?
I have enough evidence to prove my case.
Yeah. Will you claim that you're unlikely to receive a fair trial, for instance, back home?
That's pretty obvious, isn't it?
It's the wrong hand,
तो ये थे विजय माल्या
तो देखिए कोर्ट के अंदर अभी गए हैं हालांकि बात वही है कि आज पहली हेयरिंग है और कहते हैं ना कि चेकलिस्ट लेकिन चेहरे पर तनाव तो दिखा है बातें जो मर्जी हैं लेकिन विजय माल्या के चेहरे पर तनाव जरूर दिखा है उनसे ये सवाल पूछा गया कि क्या कोई राजनीतिक षड्यंत्र है इज देयर अ पॉलिटिकल कॉन्स्पिरेसी ही सेड नो लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस विद कैमरा पर्सन हिमांशु दिस इज विक्रांत गुप्ता इन लंदन फॉर इंडिया टुडे
Well, the Crown Prosecution Service will be fighting the case on behalf of India and is believed to be raising the dual criminality of Vijay Mallya in line with British laws. Mallya was arrested by the Metropolitan Police on an extradition warrant in April after the government launched formal proceedings in the case this year. Remember, Mallya is wanted in connection with a number of charges, including defaulting on hundreds of crores worth of bank loans amounting to 9,000 crore rupees. If the court clears the extradition, it has to be finally ordered by the Home Secretary in London. So legally speaking, there is still a while to go. Let's go straight across to India Today's Vikrant Gupta joining us live from the Westminster Court in London. Vikrant, we saw those questions that you put to Vijay Mallya as he was entering the court. You also said that there were some takeaways as far as his body language was concerned, Vikrant. He said that he's got evidence to support his case, but there was tension in his face, you're saying, Vikrant.
Absolutely, yes. In fact, we've been waiting since morning, Shiv. We were here at 7:30. We were told the hearing was to begin around 10:30. Then it became 12:30. So exactly 12:22, we saw him alighting from a car from the far corner. His son Siddharth Mallya was also there with Vijay. Vijay, as is his wont, was impeccably dressed. But as I said, you know, you could see he was wanting to speak, but he couldn't say much. All that he could say was that the allegations are false. I've got ample evidence to prove my innocence, and nothing beyond that. But he also knows that it's a long-drawn process, Shiv. It's not going to happen overnight. Today will just be a checklist. Obviously, if the Indians have put forth a case, the Crown Prosecutioner is going to have a checklist.
Yes.
They are going to go through the documents. Obviously, Vijay Mallya is going to be present there. But I think it'll take time. It'll take time. It's not going to be so easy. It's not going to be so early. It'll take time.
Okay, and you know, Vikrant, like you said, and I want you to expand on that just a little bit. You're absolutely right when you said nobody should get too excited or, anxious about whether something big is going to suddenly happen. This is just a checklist, like you said. Vijay Mallya is a man of considerable resources and reach. I'm sure he has, excellent legal, legal counsel as well, and he will be under the advisement of a very powerful legal team. So this is only a small development in what is likely to be a pretty long process.
Yes, Shiv, but aside of the CBI charge sheet and the allegations against him, I think the India Today expose that we had last night could actually be the final nail in the coffin for him. You could prove that, he is a willful defaulter. He had the money, but he was just siphoning off in different companies, shell companies, and then he wasn't willing to pay back. I think that will obviously go against him. Obviously, there will be other evidences as well. It'll take time. It'll take time. Obviously, a lot will depend on the UK government. Theresa May, for example, would she be very keen Would she be very cooperating? You know, things will obviously also depend to a large extent on the diplomatic level.
Yes.
But in terms of the courts, yes, it's going to be a long drawn process. He'll first appear in this court, and if the judgment goes against him, he can go to the High Court. He can even go to the Supreme Court. So, you know, there are different stages for him.
Okay, thanks very much, Vikrant. Appreciate you getting us that ground report from right outside the Westminster Court there in London. We'll keep coming back to you. The hearing is currently on. The checklist is currently on. But let's now take you through what else we've been talking about. We promised you an investigation that would shut Vijay Mallya up, and here it is. If you think you've only heard the rumours, well, we've got the proof. Here's proof that he possibly hoodwinked banks under a pile of debt, and all to promote the IPL. The implications, taxpayers' money going into fueling that lifestyle. Take a look. The self-anointed king of good times. Deposed by suspected fraud and money laundering, a proclaimed offender. Vijay Mallya has often shrugged off charges he faces, but the liquor baron might find this one a bit too difficult to dodge. A day before he attends a court hearing in London, in connection with New Delhi's extradition request for him, India today has accessed a chain of emails that nails what has long only been suspected. The emails show how he might have siphoned off bank loans, incriminating emails accessed from the server of United Spirits Limited. Document how Vijay Mallya and his managers might have taken away State Bank of India loans to finance the flamboyant businessman's IPL team, overriding the bank's objections over attempts to transfer borrowed funds to a non-aviation venture. First, flashback to 2008. In January 2008, Vijay Mallya splashes into the glitzy Indian Premier League, buying the most expensive franchise, the Royal Challengers Bangalore, for as high as 476 crore rupees. Just 3 months later, in April 2008, the State Bank of India sanctions 500 crore rupees as a credit facility to his loss-making Kingfisher Airlines. By this time, Kingfisher was bleeding badly. Its total losses estimated at 1,200 crore rupees. Regardless, clinching evidence suggests the airliner tried to route its bank loans to Royal Challengers. But the State Bank of India put its foot down when Kingfisher issued a cheque for 15.9 crore rupees in favour of the IPL franchise. Yes, you heard it right. Mallya's Kingfisher tried to move taxpayers' money to Royal Challengers Bangalore. And when the State Bank refused to clear the cheque worth almost 16 crore rupees, that's how Kingfisher's Chief Financial Officer A. Raghunathan explained the situation to his boss, Vijay Mallya. Dear sir, we have issued a cheque to USL, Royal Challengers Sports Private Limited, for 15.90 crore rupees as part of 77 cheques which we issued to various marketing vendors. While State Bank of India honours 76 cheques aggregated to about rupees 10 crores, they have refused to honour the cheque issued to Royal Challengers Sports Private Limited. Raghunathan continued complaining. After several rounds of cajoling and pleading, the State Bank of India now says they will make payments only to vendors connected with the aviation sector. But Mallya's Chief Financial Officer was in no mood to accept a no. Instead, he promised he would find a way out. In the same email, A. Raghunathan writes, I am meeting Sabapati, head of the State Bank of India branch which processed the KAL loan, tomorrow at Bangalore, and will find out a solution for the payment of rupees 15.9 crores to USL. Now, we show you how Mallya's managers hoodwinked the State Bank of India to promote royal challengers. On the 2nd of May 2008, Kingfisher pays 26 crore rupees to UCO from its current account at the Deutsche Bank. UCO transferred 24.3 crore rupees to various banks, airport payments for Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore and Hyderabad. On the 5th of May 2009, Kingfisher wrote to the State Bank of India requesting reimbursement of 24.3 crores it paid to the 4 airports. On the 6th of May 2009, the State Bank of India disbursed 24.3 crore rupees to Kingfisher's account at UCO Bank. On the 7th of May 2009, UCO remitted 16 crore rupees into Kingfisher's current account at Deutsche Bank. On the 10th of May 2009, Deutsche Bank transferred 15.9 crore rupees to Royal Challengers Bangalore's State Bank of India account. When all his hoodwinking was underway, Kingfisher's CFO wrote one more email to Mallya. Dear Sir, I have just returned from Bangalore after meeting State Bank of India officials. As indicated in my mail of 5th May 2009, we have found a way to take the money from SBI to complete the pending transaction. By tomorrow, we hope to complete the transaction. Raghunathan confirming to his boss he has found a way to have taxpayers fund Mallya's Indian Premier League high. With Rahul Kamal in Delhi, this is India Today's special investigation team. Welcome back. Even as separatists continue to foment trouble in the Kashmir Valley and exploit Kashmiri youth every single day, the Army's Super 40 initiative, you don't know very much about it, so let's tell you, it has once again yielded stunning results. It's broken many records. Kashmiri students studying in Army institutes have come out with flying colours in India's most competitive engineering exam, the IIT JEE. In a goodwill gesture, Army Chief General Bipin Rawat met the successful, bright students today and extended his good wishes. Amazing pictures. Take a look.
Army Chief General Bipin Rawat meeting Kashmir's bright minds who were groomed and nurtured in the Army Super 40 Institute. These students, whose faces shine with affection, have cracked the IIT JEE exams. And to encourage them further, the Army Chief met them personally and congratulated them on their success.
कश्मीर को तो खैर आपने गर्वित किया ही है, लेकिन हम लोग को भी आप लोग की सफलता से बहुत गर्व महसूस। वो भी नौजवान है, उसके हाथ में या तो लैपटॉप हो या किताब हो।
The Chief of Army Staff also acknowledged the difficult circumstances which Kashmiri students are facing in the valley.
डर बैठा हुआ है कश्मीरी आवाम में, कश्मीरी यूथ के अंदर कि आज पता नहीं क्या हो जाएगा, आज मिलिटेंट आ जाएगा, आज सिक्योरिटी फोर्स आ जाएगी, उधर से मिलिटेंट कर रहा है, इधर से सिक्योरिटी फोर्स कर रहा है। ये कब तक इस माहौल में हम जीते रहेंगे? ये सब खत्म करना है। हमें चाहिए कि वहाँ पे दोबारा से अमन शांति आए।
The students, most not yet able to come to terms with their stupendous success, expressed their gratitude to the Army for their help and guidance.
मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि एजुकेशन ही एक ऐसा चीज़ है जो किसी सोसाइटी को चेंज करने के लिए क्विकली और ब्यूटीफुली किसी नेशन को चेंज करने के लिए ज़रूरी है।
तो हमें यहाँ पे बहुत सीखने को मिला और हमारा यहाँ एजुकेशन एनवायरनमेंट मिला और जिससे हमने अपने कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्ज़ाम्स जो मन में लेके थे बचपन से वो हमने क्रैक कर लिया।
आज मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा है कि जब मैंने क्रैक किया तो मैं कश्मीर जाके यही कहूँगी कि नहीं, ये नहीं करना चाहिए, पढ़ना ही लिखना है, आगे बढ़ना है। हम भी क्या मतलब हम भी किसी से कम नहीं, कश्मीर भी किसी से कम नहीं।
So I think in a way this is one example which could be emulated even by others. So you have set an example in yourself. If you have a coaching center which doesn't turn out anywhere, then it doesn't last long. But you have evidently proved your worth and proved your sincerity and commitment.
For the Valley, students cracking the elusive IIT JEE exam has come as a breather, countering separatists whose intentions of instigating the youth have been nipped in the bud. As forces face challenge from stone pelters, the army is coming up with a new strategy to deal with the issue. Sources have now told India Today that the army has proposed a Bharat Darshan for troublemakers and stone pelters. The plan is to take the identified youth across the country to know the real India. They'll be taken to Tata and Infosys to expose them to India's growth story. They'll also be shown how temples, mosques, churches and gurdwaras coexist in the rest of the country. Bureau Report, India Today.
And we hope each and every one of those students from Kashmir has an absolutely amazing time, the best years of their lives as they step into the exciting years of college. We wish them the very best from here on India Today. But quickly to update our viewers on the top story of the day, the extradition hearing of absconding tycoon Vijay Mallya is currently on as you watch this broadcast. Mallya arrived, as you can see in the pictures that are going up on your screen in just a moment, at the Westminster Court in London, where the hearing is taking place as you watch this broadcast. Before entering the court, Mallya said he has evidence and was being framed. The Crown Prosecution Service will be fighting the case on behalf of India and is believed to be raising dual criminality of Vijay Mallya in line with the UK laws. Mallya was arrested by the Metropolitan Police on an extradition warrant in April, remember, after the government launched formal proceedings in the case this year. Remember, Vijay Mallya is wanted in connection with a number of charges, including default on bank loans amounting to 9,000 crore rupees. If the court clears the extradition, it has to finally be ordered by the Home Secretary. Today is a checklist.
All the allegations are false.
How do you feel about your day in court?
I have nothing to say.
Yes?
I have nothing to say. The court proceedings are on. I have denied all allegations that have been made, and I will continue to deny them.
Yes.
What do you expect is going to happen today?
I have no expectations. You are here. You can listen to what the court says.
How does it feel after 15 months of effectively trying to elude the courts to finally find yourself here?
I have not eluded any court.
Sir, do you think any political consequence you get?
What is likely to be your defence against this extradition, Mr. Mallya?
I have enough evidence to prove my case.
Yeah. Will you claim that you're unlikely to receive a fair trial, for instance, back home?
That's pretty obvious, isn't it?
It's the wrong hand, Chris.
तो ये थे विजय माल्या
तो देखिए कोर्ट के अंदर अभी गए हैं हालांकि बात वही है कि आज पहली हियरिंग है और कहते हैं ना कि चेकलिस्ट, लेकिन चेहरे पर तनाव तो दिखा है। बातें जो मर्जी हैं, लेकिन विजय माल्या के चेहरे पर तनाव जरूर दिखा है। उनसे ये सवाल पूछा गया कि क्या कोई राजनीतिक षड्यंत्र है, इज देयर अ पॉलिटिकल कॉन्स्पिरेसी? ही सेड नो। लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस विद कैमरा पर्सन हिमांशु। दिस इज विक्रांत गुप्ता इन लंडन फॉर इंडिया टुडे।
Well, it is summer vacation season. Nobody's ever going to really fault anyone for taking a vacation. But remember, this is also a time of great political upheaval. There is a farmer crisis in the country, but Rahul Gandhi, who was actually in the middle of that farmer crisis a couple of days ago, has decided to push off on his next vacation. While the Congress is trying to corner the BJP over the issue of farmers, Rahul has announced he's embarking on his next holiday. The Congress Vice President's Twitter post confirmed that he would be flying abroad to spend time with his grandmother and family. A fierce political face-off has already begun, with the BJP quick to mount yet another attack on Rahul Gandhi's latest foreign trip, even as the Congress tries to shield him as always. Take a look.
की तरह जहाँ पे इशू होता है, इशू बेस्ड टूरिज्म करते हैं कि इशू बना तो राहुल गांधी जी पहुंच गए, ना आगे देखे ना पीछे देखे। 10 साल उनकी सरकार थी, उन्होंने क्या स्टार्टअप किया और क्या स्टैंड अप किया, देश के हालात सारे ही जानते हैं। स्कैम इंडिया, पॉलिसी पैरालिसिस इंडिया, स्कैंडल इंडिया के जगह और राहुल गांधी जी की सरकार की देन क्या थी। मध्य प्रदेश में तो पहुंच गए, जहां बहुत दुखद हादसा जरूर हुआ, लेकिन 6 किसान वहां पे मरे, तो वहां पे टूरिज्म करने राहुल गांधी जी पहुंच गए। लेकिन 75 किसान उन्हीं के पंजाब सरकार, कांग्रेस सरकार के अंदर पंजाब में मरे, वहां आज तक राहुल गांधी जी गए नहीं हैं।
I want to quickly go across to India today. Is Mausami Singh, who joins me live. Mausami, this sounds so familiar. Once again, sense of deja vu. Another vacation, another holiday, another time of political upheaval and tension in the country. Rahul Gandhi has gone away. And once again, the Congress is having to defend the reasons and the timing of Rahul Gandhi choosing to go on vacation at this time.
Very true, Shiv. I think Randeep Surjewala is defending the indefensible. And you know, it is a sense of deja vu. I don't remember how many times I've stood on live talking about the bad timing of Rahul Gandhi's vacation. Now, at one point of time, you talk about the people of this country being your family, the farmers' woes being your woes. And when the farmers are in a dire strait, they are in a deep mess. And you talk about championing their cause, you're absent. If you remember, Shiv, it was in December when Rahul Gandhi was raking up the entire demonetization issue, lining up at ATMs, and then after that, all of a sudden he went for a vacation. Happy New Year to you. So the question really is, we agree that it's to be fair that Rahul Gandhi is gone to meet his grandmother. He did say we hope to spend a good time together, even though Randeep Surjewala is talking about the grandmother being indisposed. I don't want to go into the details of it, but don't pretend to be the leader of the opposition about spearheading an opposition movement against the Modi government, and you're pitched against a prime minister who doesn't sleep, who doesn't rest at all, who doesn't take holidays. So that's bound to happen, that you'll be called a part-time politician, Shiv, and you know, this sounds so familiar.
It sounds very, very familiar. Deja vu, as you said, Mausami. Thank you so much. I mean, the political face-off has obviously already begun. GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP is with us. Also with us is Pawan Khera. Pawan, I'd like to begin with you. You know, nobody, certainly not us, nobody is ever saying that it's inappropriate for a politician to take a vacation, you know, to go and meet your family. Absolutely right. But do you think this was bad timing? Because it has opened Rahul Gandhi up to very familiar attacks. Part-time politician, Bhagoda, doesn't want to be here at a time of political crisis, is scared to face realities. Just inappropriate as far as his image is concerned, Pawan Khera.
No, I don't think. I think the BJP is desperate to try and paint Rahul Gandhi in a bad this light, but that's not true. Rahul Gandhi is whenever he's required, whenever the farmers needed him, he was there. He flagged the issue rather effectively for the government of the day, whether it was the state government or the central government. And now the ball is in the court of Mr. Modi and Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Has Mr. Modi visited Saharanpur? Has Mr. Modi visited the farmers? Where is Mr. Modi? Just because he does not take a vacation does not mean that Mr. Modi is an effective leader. I'm sorry, this is a very strange parallel people draw. He doesn't sleep, he doesn't eat, he doesn't drink water, he doesn't take a vacation, therefore he's a good prime minister. So Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, who used to take 2 vacations in a year when he was in power, and when he was in the opposition he used to take 4 vacations in a year, was a bad prime minister?
Before I come to you for a response on that, we've got some breaking news coming in from London, which I'm just going to go to take. We've got some breaking news coming in on the case with Vijay Mallya. Breaking news coming in. The Westminster Court in London has scheduled the next hearing in the Mallya extradition case to July the 6th. Mallya's defense has told the court that full evidence has not reached from India. That's the very latest. It's been adjourned till the 6th of July. You heard from Vijay Mallya just a moment ago, and now the case has been adjourned till the 6th of July. Mallya's defense has told the court that all items of evidence have not arrived just yet from India.
I'm not going to answer I'm not going to answer any of your questions. There's a court of law. We will make our submissions before the appropriate courts of law.
Are you happy with the billion? What happened to the £1 billion?
Permission to stay away from the media.
What happened to the £1 billion? It's a simple question.
You can keep dreaming about the £1 billion, provided you have facts to justify your question. All right? You don't know the facts. So don't ask irrelevant questions.
Your multiple houses in the UK, your multiple offshore bank accounts.
My multiple houses in the UK?
Yes.
I've been living here since 1992.
Right. Your huge mansion. Mr. Mallya, but...
Sir, were you happy with court?
Kingfisher Airline loan.
I did out of taxpayer earnings.
The Kingfisher Airline loan was diverted to the ICC.
There was no loan diverted anywhere.
But India Today's got mails, access to all...
Mr. Mallya, is there further evidence?
Think what the prosecution said, you heard what my lawyer said, you heard what the honorable judge said. I don't need to say anything more.
Mr. Mallya, you seemed rather upset by that episode at the Oval the other day when you were called a thief by many people.
I certainly was not called a thief.
Right.
I have video evidence. You may have heard it. Did you? Were you there?
Yes, I was.
You were.
Yes.
And two people in a drunken state started yelling.
Right.
Okay? But you didn't see the several others who came and wished me well. That's your problem.
Okay, well then it's...
So are you happy that
one and a half a dozen of the other?
finally happened so you can prove your innocence? Sir, do you think there is any political contingency against you in India? Are you happy?
Are you? No more.
You get a hearing? Sir, just one question. Are you happy that you can finally put your case forward rather than all these
I'm
rumors?
delighted that I can put my case forward before a fair and impartial UK court. Yes, I am very happy with that opportunity.
Are you traveling for the semi-final?
That's it.
Vijay Mallya, in probably his longest interaction since this entire controversy over his absconding status began. 15 months outside the country, Vijay Mallya accosted by journalists, including India Today's Vikrant Gupta, right outside the Westminster court. Here it is again. Here's what Vijay Mallya has said. This is the longest interaction.
I have no expectations. You are here, you can listen to what the court says.
How does it feel after 15 months of effectively trying to elude the court?
What the prosecution said, you heard what my lawyer said, you heard what the honorable judge said. I don't need to say anything more.
Mr. Mallya, you seemed rather upset by that episode at the Oval the other day when you were called a thief by many people.
I certainly was not called a thief.
Right.
I have video evidence. You may have heard it. Did you? Were you there?
Yes, I was.
You were.
Yes.
And two people in a drunken state started yelling.
Right.
Okay? But you didn't see the several others who came and wished me well. That's your problem.
Okay, well then it's...
So are you happy that
one and a half a dozen of the other?
finally happened so you can prove your innocence? Sir, do you think there is any political contingency against you in India? Are you happy?
Are you? No more.
You get a hearing? Sir, just one question. Are you happy that you can finally put your case forward rather than all these rumors?
I'm delighted that I can put my case forward before a fair and impartial UK court. Yes, I am very happy with that opportunity.
Are you traveling for the semi-final?
That's it.
And that is a bit of breaking news we needed to cut out of our discussion for. We've been talking about Rahul Gandhi deciding in the middle of this political crisis over farmers to proceed on his next vacation. Gentlemen, I'm sorry for that small interruption. We needed to take that breaking news about Vijay Mallya from London. GVL Narasimha Rao, you've mounted an attack on the Congress. You've said that all politicians, nobody should have a problem with any vacations, but there is a secrecy around Rahul Gandhi suddenly disappearing. Do you also have a problem with the timing of him running away? Because that has left him open to attacks saying he's a part-time neta and not committed to the profession.
Shiv, it's not just about this visit. Actually, Rahul Gandhi visits India. And most of the time he's abroad on some vacation or other. I think he has chosen to declare on this particular occasion. Most of the time we get to know many days after he leaves India without anybody getting to know about it. And the surprising part is even his party leaders don't have any clue about where he is, what he is doing. We've seen how he completely disappeared for 2 months, and then it was called a sabbatical or some kind of a learning exercise for him. So he should declare himself to be an NRI if he doesn't wish to live in India most of the time. He is an NRI Rahul Gandhi. He is a roving MP. He can call himself a roving member of parliament who doesn't really know where his next destination is. And also when he is abroad, he is a member of parliament, elected member of parliament. Why can't he tell the people of the country where he is traveling? What is the purpose of his travels? So now he says he's going to be on a vacation. If it's a matter of 3 days, 4 days, no one should ask questions about it.
Okay.
But if he disappears for 20 days and he goes to many destinations, it was known earlier, he flew to Bangkok from here, and from there he went to several European destinations. One doesn't know what is the purpose of these visits.
Okay.
There is a lot of rumor mongering that goes on.
Okay.
And why can't he keep his own party cadres informed?
Okay.
Why can't he keep his own constituency
let's get Pawan Khera. Let's get Pawan Khera to respond to that. Pawan Khera, the BJP spokesperson says roving MP, NRI Neta, you know, a person who enjoys a lot of secrecy around these visits, which he chooses to take, you know, almost coincidentally at a time when he should probably be here to show some leadership, like the farmer crisis, for instance. How would you respond to that? The basic suggestion is that if there is so much secrecy, then you shouldn't mind the rumors and the criticism.
No, they are free to spread rumors. After all, this is a party which has, which owes its existence to rumors and its survival to rumors. I don't mind the rumors spread by BJP. No one really takes it seriously. Yes, I agree. Rahul Gandhi does not have the habit of taking 200 camera people when he goes to meet his mother. I agree. That kind of transparency, so-called transparency, which the Prime Minister shows, that Rahul Gandhi does not show. You go and meet your mother, go alone. Why do you take cameras? So we don't need to know what you've discussed with your mother and how much time have you spent with your mother. After all, it's your mother. Rahul Gandhi traveling abroad, whether he goes to one country or 3 countries, is this a big brother watching you kind of a state that you want to know everything and you know everything? I'm surprised GVL says that, oh, from Bangkok he went to several European countries. How on earth did you get to know? And why should you know? What law of the land permits you to do this, Mr. GVL Narasimha? No law of land permits you to try and find out who's going where. Please focus on governance.
Answer that, GVL.
For God's sake, your agriculture minister is going to Champaran to do yoga when there is a farmer crisis in Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and so many states. Your agriculture minister is doing yoga there and saying, oh, this is a yoga kranti, forget the farmers agitation. This is a yoga
answer that, then I have another question.
The Prime Minister travels abroad, goes and takes pictures with Priyanka Chopra and Akshay Kumar. He has all the time for Akshay Kumars and Priyanka Chopras of the world, but he does not meet the farmers.
Congress feels very uncomfortable. Rahul Gandhi spends 3 hours in Mysore and he needs 30 days of vacation in exotic beaches and exotic hill stations of the world. I think that is the kind of tenacity, that is the kind of capacity that Rahul Gandhi has displayed. And no wonder his party is reeling in crisis after crisis. I think at a time when I think he has to tell the people of the country where he is. He's a member of parliament. He's a leader, senior leader of the Congress party.
They're 2 separate issues, but
you have no
you've touched upon the second issue.
You cannot say I will not tell the country.
I'm sorry.
Pawan Khera, he's touched upon the second issue, which is perhaps more serious.
What the hell do you do abroad? Months in a year.
Pawan Khera, GVL has raised the second issue also, which is not just about secrecy, but also tenacity and commitment.
No. How can you demand what does who? How can anyone demand who does what where? I'm sorry. This is not a police state where everybody is. This is not East Germany that you're living in, erstwhile East Germany.
Pawan Khera, you've made your point about the secrecy issue, but the second point that GVL Narasimha Rao touched upon, some other leaders have talked about it as well, journalists have been tweeting about it as well, is the issue of tenacity and commitment. The message that it sends out that Rahul Gandhi is choosing to go at a certain time after spending 3 hours in Mandsaur. The issue is certainly not over. In fact, it's intensifying. As the leader, as the big iconic leader of the Congress party, shouldn't he be here to helm this entire process, is the question, Pawan Khera.
Unlike the BJP Shiv, Congress is not a one-man party. We have several leaders, several very senior towering leaders who are carrying on with the movement. Mr. Jyotiraditta Scindia was there, Kamal Nath ji is there, everybody is there on the field, we are acting. No, I didn't interrupt, will you just keep quiet? It's not Mr. Modi, me, myself kind of a government and a party that we have in there. By the way, Mr. Modi has been missing when it comes to the farmers' issues, when it comes to Una in his own home state, when it comes to Saharanpur in Uttar Pradesh. Not one tweet, not one word, not one statement. Forget a visit. So whether he is in Delhi or India or 7 LKM, doesn't really matter if he is not there for me when I'm in trouble. Then my Prime Minister is not there, full stop.
Okay.
So that's the difference. Rahul Gandhi, whether he spent 3 hours or 6 hours in Mandsaur, he flagged the issue so well that today everybody, including some channels who are least interested in farmers, are talking about it.
Okay, that's another argument, but we're going to have to leave it there for the moment. The point is, there is a sense of deja vu. After para-dropping into one issue, he's gone on another vacation. There are questions that are going to come. The secrecy factor, the timing is always going to leave politicians like Rahul Gandhi open to criticism, and that is precisely what has happened. At a time of political turbulence, these questions, these criticisms are only to be expected. You can call it runaway Rahul, you can call it part-time politician, whatever you want. The fact is, Rahul Gandhi will have to explain away the criticism that comes his way. GVL Narasimha Rao and Pawan Khera, thank you so much for joining us on 5 Live. We're taking a quick break here. Thanks so much for watching today's edition. The news continues on the other side.